Hey everyone, it's Adam, co-host and producer of the House of Auger show. I just wanted to give you a quick heads up before we start the show that at the time of recording, my internet apparently decided to crap itself. So there is about half of the show where the other co-hosts and the guest will cut out pretty frequently, and it kind of makes it pretty hard to understand what they're saying. I just wanted to give you, the listener, the heads up before you start listening to this, in case you were expecting high-quality audio or something like that. Got to lower your expectations. So if any of that is a deal breaker for you, feel free to just skip over this episode. Totally understand that. But for those of you that are still listening, let's start the show.
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions had an echo in so much space. When you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. Ooh. I just knew too much. Ooh, does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Probably. Welcome to another episode of the House of Auger show. I'm your host, JT Auger, the man of the house, and with me tonight are my co-hosts Adam, Sativa, Joel, and Nicole, Mac. I don't know if Mac is here or not. I think he might be. Everybody say hi.
Hello.
Hey guys.
Hello.
And we have a very special guest with us tonight. Good friend of mine, of ours, Casey Robinson. Casey, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Sure, man, Mickey to you. But yeah, it's good to be here. And that last word shouldn't have been probably, but absolutely. Got it right.
Quick disclaimer for anybody listening, if this is your first time, this is not a family-friendly show. We curse, we talk about all kinds of crazy shit. A lot of adult subject matter and a lot of controversial views. So if sensitivity is your bag, this show will not be. So please exit to your left and have a good evening. For the rest of you, hang out. We're going to tell some tranny jokes.
For the cool people.
This is gonna be our drunk episode. We're gonna be talking about drinking and drunkenness and alcoholism. As I understand it, Casey, you have suffered with alcoholism, have you not?
I have, absolutely, and I'm suffering with it right now.
I mean, that's both funny and both not. I sympathize.
Completely distraught right now because I had it planned out.
Why are you distraught, man? What's got you distraught?
Alcohol problem. I ran out, bro.
You ran out of alcohol. How'd you run out? Did you drink it all?
No. I mean, on a serious note, yeah. I did a job where I traveled the country and I done furniture liquidations for a huge Fortune 500 company that travels around. I've been to the West Coast 3 times and I've never even seen the ocean. That's how hard we work. And,
wow.
Yeah, I've been to Hollywood twice.
Is that who you're working for now, or this was in the past?
Construction at home, so I don't have to piss in a cup. I'm being poor because I'm an artist anyway, so I'm used to it.
Right.
It kind of, man. I don't have to punch no clock. It's cool. I get to build shit all day. I get to work with my hands.
That is cool. Yeah, as I understand it, you laid some tile and stuff tonight or today. I mean.
Yeah, we just finished doing a kitchen floor in Hickory, North Carolina, and it looks
that's
good.
very
It's
cool.
Big long wood tile. Looks like hardwood floors. Stuff. It's pretty nice.
In my early 20s, I did some brick tending. That was not fun.
I like brick. You don't like brick?
I like bricks. I don't like tending to them. Dude, they're heavy. when you have to haul big old piles of them in wheelbarrows and shit, that shit was not fun.
No, I'm totally a gopher. Like, I mean, I got the Scottish back. I work for cheap, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the guy that carries all the shingles, and that's what I do. Blue collar.
Hey, man, more power to you. That's a good thing.
Because someday, you know, when the United Nations comes over here and everybody takes their tinfoil hats off, you know, some of us dudes are going to have to do some shit. And might as well be me.
Yeah, that's a good point. Might as well be you. Might as well be Casey.
Might as well be me.
What?
You don't remember that? Now, hold on. What was that? Was it the Immortals? I think it was. And they were talking about the crazy. Like on the movie The Immortals, he's like, I don't know, but I'm gonna fight against crazy. I want to fight with him. And I was like,
oh man, I forgot about that movie. That's like
you want.
That's a good few years back, isn't it?
But no, on a serious, I did struggle with alcohol for a long time, and I'm pretty chill now.
How'd that start? When did you first start drinking heavily?
See, I didn't. Wow, this is like a can of worms. You're like opening like a whole biography.
That's it's good. That's what I like doing that. That's what I like to do. I like hitting hard.
You need like
I want to know about your alcoholism.
How long do we have for the radio show? Because this is like a really long story.
Yeah, tell me. Go for it. We got time.
Okay, well, it started. I was a babe.
Okay. Did your mother have
like that
whiskey tits?
No. See, I didn't know my parents because I was adopted. But,
oh, that's right. You mentioned you brought that up.
Yeah, I'll give you the quick version, but it starts as I was a babe.
Okay. That's you know what's curious about that. Am I still there?
Yeah, you're still here. I was doing the pause for new one.
Right. Real quick, for anybody who doesn't know, every once in a while, my carrier cuts me out, so I might bounce, but I'll be right back. But
I told you, bumfuck North Carolina, like they send the Army Rangers to train right behind my house. So if I cut out,
you know what's crazy is my story starts the same as yours. How wild is that? That's how close of friends we are. Because once I was a babe too.
I was sold.
Can you believe that? We might as well be brothers.
See, I told you I was like the Oracle at Delphi. Nobody fucking listened. Nobody fucking listened. Nobody.
I'm listening to you, brother.
We all are.
They're like, this is impressive. I'm out of beer, and I ain't got no pot, and I'm fucked. So I'm like, but
well, you're just gonna have to talk it out to us. You're gonna have to talk it out.
Well, I mean, I did catch like a small smooth buzz before it happened, but you know, now I'm in it for long, and it's it's gonna be excruciating.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm sure you'll be fine. I mean, it's not gonna be that bad. It's just a couple hours.
No, I'm
3 hours.
Started. Let's get it right. Because see, I gotta go kill people on the battlefield and stuff. I don't know.
And of course, you're talking about video games. What video games do you play?
Oh, I'm only a Battlefield guy. Like I
play
Battlefield 4, and that's my.
So you don't play PUBG or Fortnite or any of that?
You don't want me to get on PUBG, bro.
Why don't I want you to get on PUBG?
Are you on PUBG?
No.
You don't want me on. Are you on Battlefield?
Actually, no. I've never played Battlefield. I'm a school video game guy, but I don't play as much anymore.
Hold on. Let me look up my stuff from Facebook. We got our own Facebook page, and a lot of you guys were on there because we were using it for like a sock page for the BCLR.
Huh.
What
BCL
page
Gaming?
are you talking about?
Hold on, let me get it. Chill. It's my Battlefield page.
Okay, I'll chill.
I'm proud of my shit. You know what I mean?
I know
Like,
you are. You're very proud of your Battlefield.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Mhm. Then we got to get back to your story where you
Alcoholism.
were a babe.
Yeah.
Right,
So
alcoholism.
you were a babe, and then you had a beer.
I was a babe, and I was adopted. And I did the pause just for nuance, in case anybody, I'm not that inebriated. But
It was very nuancic.
Yeah, well, you fucked it up. It's your fault. I just wanted to
That's what I do. I do it well.
on what happened there. But but yeah, and I was adopted, and then I grew up, man. I had the best parents in the world. Like my mom, she later died from ovarian cancer, which was probably the reason why she
Jesus.
kept and stuff. And but no, I was adopted at like, so these were the only parents that I ever knew. But as far
So
back as
wait. Your adoptive mother or your real mother died of ovarian cancer?
huh? My adopted
Your
from ovarian cancer, yes.
wow. Okay. I'm
Yeah.
sorry to hear that. How old were you when your adopted mother died of ovarian cancer?
She got to see Hurricane Hugo, and then she got sick after that.
That doesn't tell me. I don't remember Hurricane Hugo. When was that?
That's East Coast. That's like 87.
89.
87. Yeah, 89. Yeah. And she died right after that. She lived in our house with hospice for a year. And I watched her go in and out of every hospital from here to Duke. So, but yeah, then he remarried like 2 years later, days before my 13th birthday, which also happens to be the day after Christmas. He got killed in a car accident on 18.
Jesus.
Christmas.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I mean, like I had like the two best parents in the world. My dad, he coached everything. Like I played pitcher in baseball all growing up. Basketball. I was
So your dad got you into a lot of sports when you were a kid.
No, he didn't get me into a lot of sports. He was coaching, and he made me participate in a lot of sports.
Oh, was that a good thing? Did you enjoy that, or?
I look back on it, I did enjoy it, and it was very good for my character and stuff. But he knew I hated that shit.
So you hated it at the time, but you're glad that he put you through it.
No, I mean I'm really competitive. It's not like I'm bad at sports. I'm like probably in the best shape of anybody my age in my whole entire county. Like I'm still a fucking county jackrabbit. Like I said, we fucking run, bro. We got a lot of police around here too, and you see he'll jumping through hoops and shit.
You were really good at basketball too, right?
Well, no, I mean I was decent at sports, but it wasn't never really like.
They had a press conference over here in LA with LeBron, and one of the questions was, who from your college days would you never want to have to get on the field with again? And he said Casey Robinson. So that laugh.
Just to see what everybody else says, but no, North Carolina is actually a big basketball state, and we take a lot of pride. And even though I'm not a sports kind of guy, I will fucking fight you over the fucking Tar Heels. Cutting in a fucking jogging mat. So
is that a state pride thing? Is that why?
You know,
it's not so much about the team as the reason that you're so
passionate.
Yeah, good word. I forgot about that word. Regarding the Tar Heels, is that more since it's not so much about it's a state pride thing for you? Is that what it is?
Do you think it's like a father issue?
Well, I wasn't even going there, but yeah, let's open that. Let's unpack that shit. Is it does it connect to your dad and his coaching and you missing him and stuff?
Everybody in North Carolina, if you don't get hung up with the Tar Heels, you get hung up with some other team. It doesn't matter if you like sports or not. It's like Chevys versus Fords. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense on the West Coast, but over here, we'll fucking fight you.
Yeah, just
yeah,
it's the culture there.
So don't talk about Duke around you. Is that what I'm getting?
I don't do you on a brew. That shit grows on you, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
This ain't this guy who don't fucking love that shit. Except for people that live in California, because it is brown. Sorry.
So the quickest way to get under your skin, if somebody wants to make you mad, is to say, "Fuck the Tar Heels," and that'll get you throwing punches real quick.
No, that would get nothing. Throwing punches.
You won't throw punches for the Tar Heels? How much? I mean, really, how much do you love your state?
You don't really
sound
like
then?
a real fan, then.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it, man. Like,
I'm not insult.
Do the Tar Heels know that you won't do that? You don't tell them.
Let me ask you this: legitimately, with the Tar Heels. I'll wait.
Wait, no, I didn't hear the question. Go ahead.
I said legitimately put the Tar Heels down, and I'll wait.
Oh no, I'm not legit. I'm not trying to. I'm not. I was asking a question. I'm not actually. I don't know anything about sports, man.
Josh doesn't know enough.
I'm not a sports fan. Like, I would be a pariah in your state. People would go, "Hey, which team do you root for?" And I'd be like, I don't know.
Sports
I don't know how many fucking runs Derek Jeter's got or whatever. Like, I'm not a sports fan. But even sports fans that ain't sports fans that don't know anything about sports know that Carolina Tar Heels fucking bank, bro, in basketball.
I kind of get that. That's kind of how I am. I'm not a sports fan.
We are Final Four like every fucking year almost. Back when Grant Hill and all them people and Duke and all that shit was going down, bro, Carolina and Duke.
Is that pro basketball, Tar Heels, or is that college football or college basketball? It is college? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't
know. I'm not even a sports fan, but you're way more lost than me. I don't watch. I don't.
I told you, man. I've never been a sports guy. Never.
I don't like at all, like the NFL or anything. Like, I watch the Panthers play or whatever, but I don't really like the NFL or pro ball because they're all out there like playing for a paycheck. They ain't playing like they played in.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So there's a difference between college sports and pro sports, and you prefer college sports because they still got their heart in the game?
It goes deeper than that.
It goes deeper than that? God damn. Lay it on me, man.
You know, because you just did it. Everybody's still got their heart in the game. That's what
I want to go back to when you were 13, Casey. You were talking about right around the time that you're about to turn 13 or were turning 13. Your dad passed away, and at that point, you lost both of your parents.
You could have started with that. I'm not super opposed to hearing a bracer say it's fine. But yeah, it's it's
what?
Like, I watched my mom die from ovarian cancer for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And how old were you when? I'm sorry, and I'm sure you already answered this, but I must have missed it. How old were you when your adoptive mother died of ovarian cancer?
She died Pearl Harbor 89. Day, 89.
Okay, and that makes you how old at that time? Because I don't know how old you are.
8.5. 8.5.
8.5.
8.5.
My birthday is the day after Christmas. born in
Yeah.
80. Yeah,
So 4.5 years later, 4.5, 5 years later, you lose your father.
Yeah. After he
God
remarried.
damn,
Man.
After he remarried.
40-something years old. She's never been married. She's never had kids. And she gets stuck with this kid. And she just married his dad. And he died. And now
Wow.
we're stuck together. And she has no idea what to do as a teenager. Especially
Right.
one that's been through situations.
How was your relationship with her?
Oh, it was horrible. I actually
Really?
called her I actually called her like a couple years ago and apologized for being such a little shit. Yeah,
I mean, I can, to some degree, though. I think that she must have understood why you were being that way. If you were an unruly and problem causing kind of child, dude, you lost
broke her heart.
both your parents.
She stuck through it. She stuck through it, and it broke her heart. And that's why I called a couple years ago and had to apologize.
That's good that you did that, though.
Well,
are you guys? I mean, do you guys talk now that you've contacted her?
No, I don't have anything to do with it. My family is so sporadic. I haven't seen my adopted family that still lives up in the mountains, like not even an hour from me. I haven't seen them in like 16 or 17 years.
Wow.
20.
So, what about your real family? Did you connect with them?
Oh yeah, yeah. After I got married, it's a long story. It bounces. Like if you don't cover the whole thing, like from the beginning, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But it's cool because
Man.
I don't mind because I got it down and it's cool. I do this a lot.
Right. So you got married. When did you get married?
Shortly after I got all my money from my parents dying, and I inherited
that's when you got the inheritance.
So you were around
$200.
Yeah, you were around 18, right?
18. You can't get it legally before you're 18.
Right.
There's also money. And I told you I come from like a long family of Democrats.
Yeah.
And my mother was an AG English lit teacher, which is why I love typing. I love getting under people's skin with Auger so much is because partly because my mom, because of her English literature skills, and I sound about bum fucking retarded over but words I'll straight slay somebody. And I don't even look the part, and I think it's baffling to people. But yeah, I love my mom. She really pushed me. I mean, like I was reading like regular Shakespeare when I was really young. She grew me up on watching like old movies, like the old Treasure Island, and
Sure,
like just straight classics. And I remember homework time around my house was like straight lethal because I mean, if I like an E that looked funny or something, she's like, no, you got to go back and erase that. And I'm like, Mom, they know it's an E. And they're like, yeah, but, and it's like, I'm so glad that she done all that shit now, though, because, like, half the people my age are fucking ignorant.
Yeah. No, she did right by you.
Dude, I didn't graduate high school with a GED until 2013.
Really? What set you off track? Why didn't you graduate on time?
Well, I was making fucking money.
Ah. Yeah.
Education. Come on, I'm a Mark Twain kind of guy. I don't let education interfere with shit.
I don't let education interfere with my getting that paper, huh?
Caught myself, okay? I've been drinking. I caught myself. But yeah, interfere with my education. But I started smoking weed like shortly after my dad died, and
right.
I'm not a head or anything anymore. Oh, I smoke weed and all that bullshit. I laugh at it because it's fucking funny because I used to be that dude. But I mean, I got bills and shit and kids and stuff now, so You can't be like
now. When did the drinking start?
You're cutting out. Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry. When did the drinking start?
Okay, see, yeah, even after my dad died and all that stuff, like I didn't start drinking until I got that road job, doing furniture liquidations, and we traveled for like 3 to 6 months at a time. That's how I went out to California and Portland and Hauppauge, New York, and I mean I've been all over, like New Hampshire, everywhere.
What did the job entail? Like, what were you doing? You were traveling to places and doing what when you got there?
Liquidation sale, like you guys got Wix Furniture out there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we shut one down in Beaverton. Like you get like big stores, like big corporations like that, and you just shut down places. So you go in and you buy everything for like cents on the dollar, and then you do like a bunch of advertising, and then you just liquidate.
But so you do like a pop-up shop where you would sell everything that you bought from the store?
No, it's straight in the store. Like it's a going out of business. Like we're closing the doors forever type deal. And
yeah,
we mainly focus in like mom and pop's places, like or smaller chains and stuff that management or whatever it is, a chapter 11, chapter 9, it doesn't matter. We go in there and we just we buy everything they have, and then we advertise the fuck out of it, and then we sell it, and then whatever's left over, we have a professional auctioneer come in and liquidate the rest.
Huh. Okay. So when did you start doing that? What age were you when you started? Go ahead.
I started, well, see, that's after the Hmong gangs and stuff.
That's fine. We'll bounce. We'll come back to that. I'm curious about this.
Yeah, I started 22, I think. I started at 22.
Okay, so you didn't start drinking until you were 22 then?
Yeah. I mean, I drank a few beers. When I was 21, I was doing
heavily drinking.
The Hmong gang and ecstasy and stuff like that.
Okay, so you were doing drugs before that.
I mean, I'd have a few beers.
See, I said you were doing drugs prior to that. What made you start drinking heavily? What was it that started that off?
It was absolutely just a job. Like it wasn't anxiety or nothing. It was just, we all worked together and we were in apartments together. So you live with the people that you work with. And,
did they all drink heavily?
Oh God, yeah. I mean, there's cocaine, there's weed.
So they got you into it.
I mean, I was doing the cocaine and all that stuff before them. It was just the I guess the frequency of it. I don't know. It's just a road job, and everybody goes out after work and they all eat. You start out drinking together, and you all go home and you live together, and you're already buzzing, and everybody's living a hard life on the road, so everybody's drinking, and you drink some more. The boss man loves Brooklyn.
Alcohol's easier to get because it's
legal. Come over, and everybody gets burned on cocaine, and everybody's wrestling and putting holes in the walls, and it's your boss man. Yeah. And there's some crazy stories. But yeah, I mean, it's just, over time. And it started, and it's just, I mean, I'm Scotch Irish, so I don't need no encouragement or no help adding to my,
Have you ever sought any help or looked
Four times I went to the Looney Bin. Same one that my dad. Yeah, alcoholism, anxiety, and depression. My alcoholism is, but really, like 3 of those times was because I was homeless and I really didn't have anywhere to go, and I'm not a fucking idiot, so I know 3 hot meals and some fresh blankets and stuff are better than the street.
Right.
How'd you end up homeless?
Bad decisions like everybody else.
How old were you? How old were you the first time that you found yourself that way?
Well, I mean, we camp out here like religion, so
Yeah.
being homeless is kind of like vacation. We don't know what time of year it is. Like, we don't have like
Yeah.
big, huge passes and like 50 million homeless people like shaking each other for a hoagie. You know, it's pretty fucking rural out here. And if you're homeless, all you got to do is go like 30 yards into the woods, and there's a creek, and you got crawdads and snakes and whatever. And I mean, you're eating like a king.
Yeah.
Wow.
Summer's got to be shit though.
We have a saying out here, like, if you starve to death out here, you deserve it because you're a fucking idiot.
Right.
I mean, there's wild onions that grow. I can walk out into my yard right now and pull enough onions to eat for me to survive for like a week.
Yeah, we have a lot of wild onions.
Did you say onions?
Mm-hmm.
Onions.
See, this is a lifestyle I'm not familiar with.
Alpha hair going in your yard. They look like little alpha. They're chives is basically what it is. It's like little. But if you pull them up, tiny baby onions on the bottom of them, and you can cook them and eat them. And I mean, you live off of those because they're full of antioxidants. And stuff, and like really more complicated without alcohol. So, you know,
I can't imagine not being on the West Coast if you're homeless. The only reason I say that is because winter has got to be. I mean, how do you not die?
And summer. Fuck that. God.
I don't know. Summer, at least, you could take your clothes off and jump in the creek. Like,
yeah.
I mean, but during the winter,
they do not sell hoodies. They do not sell hoodies in California. They don't teach y'all how to build fires.
So he builds fires and he layers up.
Like everybody where I live.
Yeah, but it doesn't get cold here. I mean, it snows where you're at. Ain't nobody trying to be homeless in the snow, man.
Sometimes like 3 seasons in one day.
Here. Huh, yeah.
It's really like, I mean, it's like the hardest job. We joke about it because like the hardest job in North Carolina has got to be the weatherman. Because there's no that has any idea what the fuck is going on over here. And we all know it. You know, the best thing he can do is guess, and we all know he's guessing, so it's cool. We don't need to be in the fuck. If I even fire the dude, ain't anybody else gonna be able to do it. We all know it. But like everybody here, you know, we all grew up like Boy Scouts and camping. Like I said, Linville Gorge is our backyard, and that's where they send the Army Rangers, the 82nd Airborne, to go train. And it's, I mean, that's where we grow up and play. Out there every year. I mean, it's a really big place. Like, I posted pictures of it a million times, and nobody understands what it is because they're not from here. But I added a few people to the group from here, like Josh Waycaster and a few other guys. And but I mean, that's like what we grow up with. So it's like, if you're telling me to go stay outside for a month, I'm like, I've done got half my bag packed, bro. I don't get to go camping. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even take food, dog.
Are you serious?
We don't.
Wow.
No, you don't.
I don't. I mean, I'm impressed, and I'm hats off to you. I don't know how to do that. I didn't get raised with that kind of knowledge, and nobody taught me.
So easy. It's so easy. You can eat acorns. You can eat
acorns? Who wants to eat an acorn? What the fuck?
It's a big food. I'll send you a video here in a second.
You can make flour out of them.
They're really
like cooking flour?
Yeah, basically, if you grind them up, you can make acorn flour.
It's a fucking nut. It's a big fucking nut, dude. That's all it is.
What the fuck? Oh my god. I need to take like a survival training class or something.
You need to go out there with Casey.
Apparently. I do. I need to. I'll come live with you out in the snow in the woods, and we'll eat acorns and drink a lot. That's how you end up eating acorns. You're like, God damn, I'm hungry. I don't give a shit. I'm drunk. Got an acorn. Fuck it. I'm eating this goddamn acorn.
up eating a bunch of acorns, and why you can't eat acorns and they make people sick is because they're really high in tannic acid. If you do like the Indians do and you make baskets and you soak them in the river overnight and then you go and boil them 3 times before you eat them, they make a really good nut, and you make bread out of them.
What do you do? You wait. You said you soak them in the river and then you do what 3 times?
You soak them for like 24 hours and then you boil them like 3 times, and that alleviates all the tannic acid in them.
What is that you're saying? I don't know what you're saying right there. Bowl them?
Oh man, don't even start ripping.
Oh, boil. Okay, I just didn't understand what you're saying. Is all. I'm sorry, my bad. Boil. I know what boiling is. I got you. I'm with you now.
How do you bowl something?
Yeah, I'm trying to talk fast.
What's bowling?
Toast and some words to keep up with you guys, and boil is one of those words that we really have to shorten. Because we like to talk with long words. We like to talk with long words. And boil ain't one of them we spend a lot of time on.
All right. Gotcha. See, boil them.
Yeah, you boil them, and it alleviates all the tannic acid. But the last time you boil them, you can actually take that last boil, and it's a good substitute for coffee.
That's right.
Okay. You keep the water?
You know why we're like this is because we're all from Scotch-Irish descent, and we're a whole lot more fucking resourceful than you fucking bumsters on the fucking West Coast, don't you?
Hey, chill out with that shit. Calm down.
We're resilient.
Calm down. I'll start talking shit on the Tar Heels here, real quick.
Oh well, how about this? Thing with Nike, and did you guys hear that Michael Jordan pulled his line from Nike?
Michael Jordan pulled his line from Nike. Why did he do that?
Because he's from the Tar Heel State and he went to UNC Chapel Hill, Tar Heels, baby, and he don't play that Kaepernick bullshit.
That was
right.
Fake. That was.
Damn.
Yeah, I looked it up. That was fake.
Joel ruins everything.
Joel ruins everything.
Because just let them have their fake news. Just let them enjoy it.
Pakistan. He's Pakistani. That's what his job is to make things bad for people from the West. He hates all things Western.
I'm willing to blow myself up, so I got to ruin things in other ways.
That was fucking Joel back here. All low on the microphone. About you want to see? I'm like,
you're hilarious. I gotta tell you, man, you are a riot and a half when you're sauced. You really are. I love it when I can understand you. Hey, man. So tell me something. How you say you got a bunch of snakes out that way?
Snakes?
Yeah, that's what you were talking. Didn't you mentioned you could you when you were talking about if you're homeless and you go hungry, then you deserve it because there's a bunch of stuff out there like snakes.
Real out here, dude.
So you know how to catch snakes and shit?
Catch them. Oh,
well, don't you gotta catch them before you can kill them and eat them?
Come out. No, you kill them before you catch them.
Yeah.
Check this out. Let's say we got rattlesnake on the menu. Okay. Let's say Auger wants to catch it first and then kill it. Casey's idea and then catch it.
What?
Everybody for Team Casey raised their hand.
Yeah, I'm with Casey here because Auger's gonna be dead.
How do you kill it before you catch it?
Well, you bash its head in for one. That's how I do
it. You kill a lot of snakes, do you?
Yeah, she has.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Is it?
Yeah, you just crush their head.
Listen to Adam. Yeah, you just crush their head. What?
I mean,
basically.
I watched her kill. I was looking for something to kill this one snake, and she was trying to keep it from crawling up in our truck on the tailgate. And so she grabbed a branch that was on the ground and she started beating it. Well, the branch was rotted, so it kept shorter, but she kept beating it until she killed it.
Yeah, it was funny because it was rotten and it kept breaking and getting smaller and smaller as this water moccasin. And so I kept having to get closer to the fucking thing. But I killed the fuck out of it.
I won't eat it. I won't eat moccasin, and I don't eat black snakes.
Yeah, no, that's
You don't
smart.
eat black snakes?
You racist.
For real, dude. That's fucked up, man.
Dog, black snakes, bro. Black snakes matter. Let me tell you why black snakes matter. Because they don't burn gas. They fucking kill rattlesnakes and eat them. And they kill all the rodents.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, but water
hashtag Black Snake Lives Matter.
Yeah, but
those
water moccasins kill our calves.
Yeah, they do. We've had a few calves die from water moccasins, so I killed those
for real?
fuckers.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
No, I don't do water moccasins. Like, I mean, I'll kill a water moccasin.
What do you do to keep? Is there a way to keep snakes out?
Nah, you just have to kill them when you see them.
Fuck, dude.
What'd you say, Casey? You don't kill the black ones? Is that what you said?
Snake. That's how you keep the rest of them out. You don't kill the black ones.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's like a wolf spider.
Ironic, ain't it?
Yeah.
But we have to, because the moccasins are in the water tanks and the ponds and stuff, and that's where the cows go to when it's hot, which is 6 months out of the year.
Kill them motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck.
Well, which black snakes are you talking about then? Because those are the only black snakes that we have around here that I'm aware of.
Your water moccasins are black?
Yeah. Maybe y'all have a different kind.
Our water moccasins kind of look like copperhead.
I thought they were green.
Oh God, no.
Yeah. No, water moccasin. No, the black snakes I'm talking about are like garden snakes.
Oh, yeah, no, those are good. We don't kill those, and we don't kill, rat or chicken snakes, because those are good.
The only way I eat a garter snake is, like, if I was, like, severely starving to death. But we eat burgers here. We got food everywhere, dog. I ain't gonna eat no grub worms when old KC can go down to the creek and get some freshwater lobster.
Well, yeah.
Y'all ever see that show? God, there was a show called like When Animals Attack or when Snakes Bite or some shit. That's all I know about snakes is that show and seeing people like their fucking arms grow to 3 times their size and split the fuck open and shit. And their hands, all their fingers separate and their hands look like fucking meat burger. Fuck all that, dude.
Oh, what's the biggest predator you guys got? Is it coyotes or
mountain lions?
No, we have mountain lions.
Y'all got mountain lions?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all are, we got we don't really have mountain lions. They're kind of like mountain lions, but they're bobcats and pumas.
Yeah, we have those too.
You got pumas? In North Carolina, there's pumas?
Yeah, there are.
Bobcat is a puma. Like, we just call them by a different name here.
Yeah, there's like 50 different names for that animal.
Right?
Yeah.
Mountain lion, puma, bobcat.
Mountain lion's mountain lion, and they're fucking huge.
No, I think they're the same.
But bobcats and pumas are the same thing.
Yeah.
As a mountain lion? I thought bobcats are kind of tiny.
They are. They're a lot smaller.
Mountain lions are huge. Bobcats are smaller. And
so what about pumas? When I hear puma, I think of a cat that's the same size as the mountain lion.
You're thinking of a jaguar.
Yeah.
Because pumas and jaguars.
Jaguar.
Yeah.
Right on.
We have a black bobcat that's like 2 roads down from us in it, and that's pretty rare for us to see like a black bobcat. But we got one. Puma. But yeah, we got one.
That's cool. Yeah, we had at one of our ranches, there was a bobcat family with little babies and stuff a few years ago. And then when we first moved to our house we're living in now, there was a mountain lion hanging out around in our yard on and off. So haven't seen.
Okay, so I have it pulled up. It's a cougar, puma, mountain lion, panther, or catamount. They are all the
Yeah.
same. But
Yeah.
bobcats are different.
Carolina
So
University.
all those names are for the same animal?
Yeah. And
I didn't
that's
know
the
that.
big
That's
one.
crazy.
Not a bobcat,
Yeah.
but the other
Not a
one.
bobcat.
Right.
So puma and a bobcat are not the same thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what bobcat? What do bobcats taste like? Like, do you eat bobcats?
I've never ate one.
Oh,
You'll never see one hardly. Like
Yeah, they're pretty rare to
we have
actually
the
come
saying
across.
around here. By the time you hear one scream, you're dead.
Yeah.
are you serious? Bobcats are that dangerous?
Sound like babies crying.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking creepy as fuck.
They're really cute though.
So you hear a baby crying, and then how do they kill you? They just take a bite out of your neck or something?
No, they pounce. They sit up in trees and they sit up on like rock faces and wait on you to come by. And by the time you hear them whine, they're already on your neck.
Yeah, they have some good claws too.
You can't do none. I mean,
Yeah.
But they're tiny. You can't just shoot them or hit them with a stick or something.
Well, I mean, if they're not ripping out your carotid artery.
With
What's that?
What's the biggest fight you ever got? What's the biggest cat you ever got in a fight with?
Oh, that's a fair point. That's a house cat. I'd have to say.
Yeah, and they can fuck you up.
It's bad enough, right?
Not that bad. Not that bad. You get some minor scratches. You pour some peroxide on it. You're fine.
Yeah.
You punch a cat in the face. You punch that fucking cat in the face, and he goes away. He learns his lesson real fucking quick.
Right,
Ooh, Miley would not like to hear that.
These mountain lions have forearms as big as yours.
Oh, mountain lions are huge, man. Yeah, no, mountain lion's different. Like I get that. If you hear a mountain lion cry and then it attacks you, like you're done. You better hope you have a gun. But a bobcat, can't you just punt that thing like a fucking football?
No, because it's bigger than a house cat.
Yeah, so's a football.
No, it's like it's about
how big we talking?
A pit bull.
Oh,
yeah,
all right. So
that's a good comparison. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know it was that big. All right, fair enough.
It's about as big as a small pit bull.
I didn't realize it was that big. All right, that makes sense. I
I
get it now.
Enough preying on you from above like a F-22 Raptor.
That's a bullshit move right there. That's a dick move. They should call that the dick cat. The asshole cat.
The flawless victory move is what that is.
Flawless victory move. Oh.
Yeah.
So hey, what all have you eaten aside from crawdads and snakes? What's the craziest thing you ever ate?
The craziest thing I've ever ate is puppy, hands down.
Oh my god!
I think I remember talking with you about this in a comment on a post where we were talking. I think that was what the post was about. Like, I swear to God, I think Allison was the one who posted it too.
Oh wait, was that my post? Was that my post a while back?
Was it your post, Nicole? Yeah, it was a while back. You had posted like, "What's the weirdest thing you ever ate?" or something. And
I told you with like the Asian crowd, and
yeah.
There's like a huge portion of my life there, like about a good 8 or 9.
Huge community of Hmong. Is it Hmong or Hmong?
Oh no! Don't say Hmong, because then you sound like
Hmong.
Then you sound like.
I don't know. There's an H in there. I didn't know if it was silent or not. That's why I'm asking.
And actually, it's not silent, but it's silent to white people.
Ah.
It's a dialect thing. It's a dialect. Yeah, they say the H, but it's breathing like how you say Hmong, but it's like a hard HMON, like mong.
Hmong.
Hmong.
Breathe with it like Hmong.
Hmong. Yeah, all right. So you've got a huge community of Hmong people out there, right?
Yeah, Yeah, it's the third largest population among people on the planet, aside from Laos right now.
Like God damn! How come so many of them moved to North Carolina?
The mountains.
What's so special about the mountains? Are they mountain people?
Yes, they are redneck, bro. Like these white folks. When they go hunting, dog, they make us look bad.
Is that right?
Barbecues, they make us look bad. They put us to shame. Funerals, don't even go there. Like, I mean, it's all, dude. These people are like, they will make you feel humble.
You know what's funny is that's who the neighbors are in that movie, that Clint Eastwood movie, Gran Torino.
That's why I was trying to tell you not to sound like him. It's Clint Eastwood, and he done that because you know why Hmong people are important.
No, tell me why Hmong people are important. Because they're human beings, and we're all important. We're all God's children.
Oh God.
Black matter too, dog. No, they're all here. Like every Hmong person that's here is here because they helped us directly, or their family helped us directly in the Vietnam War.
Oh yeah.
One they don't tell anybody about in school.
Yeah, they don't.
That's right. I had forgotten about that connection.
It's 2 paragraphs, and it's let's move on.
Yeah.
That. And see, my age dies.
Nobody will know.
Nothing.
That's crazy.
Most of the age, their family members that was in that war are going to be dead.
Yeah. So is that a cultural? Is that something that they are very? Are they very American centric?
They very American. They are 100% integrated. Like as soon as they come over here, it's what can we do to make this our country? That's why I have problems with other immigrants.
Yeah, because and how it should be. Yeah.
And how it's supposed to be, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And see, we them shitty, like, dude, in like I think it was like 1979. It was like 179 some thousand odd Hmong people left over there that we promised we would go get. And
did we get them all? Did we?
No, we didn't.
Oh, that's kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
We got a lot of them, like 380-something thousand, but there was a lot of them that we left. And
well, at least we got more than we left behind.
See, I do a lot of work with Amnesty International. See, I'm not just an alcoholic.
You do work with Amnesty International? That's really interesting. Tell us about that. How'd you get involved with that? What do you mean you can't?
I can't. But
is it a security clearance kind of thing?
In 2004, a lot of Hmong people were being pushed out of Laos back into, they were being pushed out of Thailand back into Cambodia and Laos, where they were facing genocide. And we still
the killing fields all over again.
Yeah, and we still did nothing. And I was kind of upset that they made that last Rambo movie about Burma, which Burma was pretty bad, but
Burma, now they call Burma Myanmar now, right?
Yeah, Myanmar. Yeah, I'm old school.
I liked Burma better.
Yeah, I'm old school. Let me keep Burma.
Me too.
No, let me keep that too, because there's still people out there that need people to say that they remember that shit.
I still call Istanbul Constantinople too.
Yeah, exactly. And Pluto's still a goddamn. I can change my fucking mind. Gas rock out there floating around. If it hits you, I bet you'd call it a fucking planet, wouldn't you? No, I'm just. I'm a no bullshit kind of guy. Like I don't know why everybody's got to keep changing shit and why everybody has shit that's already happened.
Yeah, I know.
But it's kind of sad that what Clint Eastwood is like the only American in the United States that Like,
That movie, yeah.
Growing up, dude, my high school was 2/3 Hmong. Or 2/5 Hmong. I'm sorry. And none of us had ever even heard the word. And we're talking about the 90s, you know. And
what a trip.
All my friends ended up being Hmong. You know, we just all called them like Asian or whatever. You know.
Well, I mean, they are.
Well, yeah, they are. And actually, they are kind of from China, so that kind of makes them like Chinese. But that's not the case. Like the Chinese people have a word for them, or a phrase saying that they were the first people that knew how to grow rice. So if you take from
really?
that, they taught the Chinese people how to grow rice. Like they were the first inhabitants of the Yellow River Basin before China was ever even thought of.
Wow.
And they call them the people.
It sounds like they've got a rich history there.
Against the machine song.
What? Say that again?
And the Chinese also call them the people of the sun.
Oh.
And that's against the machine song. It's for the people of the sun.
Yeah, but I don't think he's talking about the Hmongs. He's talking about the
no, he's not
Aztecs or whatever.
Right, and he's not, and that's my point.
All right then. So you mentioned to me that you got
civilization.
Oh, go ahead.
The people that have integrated into American society successfully, and nobody mentions it. But yet we'll take in a bajillion refugees with terrorist fucking agendas and without even giving these people a proper comeuppance, you know, it's like fucking thanks. Everything. Sorry, your grandfather blew his legs off trying to fucking help us out. And you know what's more impressive is they fought for their country before they got here.
Wow.
Right. They fought for us before they were even
you ever heard of
Americans?
Vang Pao?
Say that again?
General Vang Pao. He's really big on the West Coast. I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard of him.
General Bang Pao? He was
he got in trouble.
He got in a plane crash, didn't he? From the pilot Sum Ting Wong.
He died, and not too long ago. He died of an old age. But
oh, okay, that must be a different Sum Ting Wong.
Trouble right around the same time back in 2004. He got in a bunch of trouble for smuggling guns to help his people, and yours truly got him in because he to do the right thing to help his fucking people out and be the general that he was back when he was fucking 16, helping the fucking Marines and shit out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this dude did like more on the Ho Chi Minh Trail than we could have ever done by ourselves. Like, he is a straight fucking war hero, and nobody.
How did you learn about him from these Hmong people that you grew up around?
Knows who he is, but yet we're sitting here exonerating fucking John fucking McCain. Got a spit name, and it's just appalling to me. You know, I mean,
it is appalling.
I'm 37 years old, and I'm trying to go to the Navy Reserves. I got testicular cancer like 2.5 years ago. It's trying to keep me out because it's malignant or whatever. And I mean, like, I went in.
Oh wow.
Dude, I went into debt with college credits just to go. I've been trying
no kidding.
Yeah. Because if I don't, man, I'm just going to sit in a bar somewhere and drink myself to death saying I should have, could have went. Because, I mean, I know I'm fucking smarter than half these 18-year-old fucking cunts that's getting ready to go over there.
And, right.
Yeah.
That's not hard to do these days.
Because I got a strong stomach and I don't know. I really just want to trade somebody with a big pin at like 1,000 feet in a helicopter.
Oh my God! So, are you looking to go into becoming a Navy medic? You want to be a doc?
Yeah. Straight from reserves. As soon as I get out of reserves, I want to apply for active and go do
a hospital corpsman.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's good stuff, man. That's a good way to go. I loved it. I absolutely. There's two things in my life that I ever did that I felt had any meaning whatsoever, and one was music, and the other was being a hospital corpsman in the Navy.
I want to be a field corpsman.
Yeah, field corpsman.
Well, that's but field medic. The thing is, you have to go through your A school, and then it's these days it's mandatory. They'll within, I think, your first term at some point, you have to go through field med school, and that's Camp Jackson in Camp Lejeune.
Yeah, I'll make it.
Huh?
I'll make it.
Yeah, you will.
If I can get in, I'll make it. Like, I mean, I'm not, dude, my ass.
Oh, field med is easy, man. I loved it. I chose that shit. Everybody else tried to avoid it.
You know, like in my first four college courses for art school, I know more about fucking anatomy than fucking Gray does. Okay.
So tell us about art school, man.
As an artist, though, I mean, that's something that I've always studied anyway. So, like, when you get to college, I'll put it this way: if you get to college and you're an artist and you've made it all the way through grade school and you're paying fucking $2,300 a class or $2,800 a class or whatever, and you don't know fucking anatomy by the time you get there, you need to fucking stop and go to work at fucking Burger King, because if you don't have like some like prerequisite understanding of human engineering, then you're not gonna make it
as an artist.
We had this one kid, man. I had this one kid in my class, and it's analysis form, and it's a charcoal class.
Okay.
And I was actually and you know, my college is in San Francisco. It's the Academy of Art University.
Okay.
That's why I go online, because if I go over there and I have to deal with all them liberal fucking kids, the only reason that I'm not going to finish college is because I'm going to be in prison. Because I'm going to kill some. But, I mean, I can't make it over there. You know? I'm field medic corpsman. And I'm supposed to go to the Academy of Art University in San Francisco and do my thing. I'm like, no. Artists, because like all my artist friends are like, oh, no way, and they're all fucking like giddy and stuff, and it's like, oh, all that shit. And I'm like,
yeah, you probably don't fit in with most of the other people in the art community, I would think, with the beliefs and that you hold and the type of person you are.
Well, yeah, that's something you've talked about. About how you're not a liberal.
Yeah, I'm not a liberal artist at all. Like, I'm 100% like not super conservative. I mean, if you want to date a fucking black guy, date a fucking black guy.
Right.
I don't give a shit. You know, if you want to be gay, be gay. Like, I've got a lot of gay friends. They're some of my best customers. My lawyer's gay.
Yeah.
My lawyer's gay.
What I don't understand is people that don't understand gender and they try to fucking fight around that shit. Like, it ain't fucking... I mean, plants have gender.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Everything has fucking gender.
Yeah.
Bugs have, like, electrical shit.
Well, I think the debate there is between sex and gender as being two separate things.
I get it, but the second that you start arguing that gender is a construct, I really start becoming homicidal. Like, I mean, I go for the fucking shield of fear and like spark, and I'm like, you know, just stab right there, throw them over the cliff. It's done.
Yeah.
And I'm I think some of my favorite anecdotes regarding gender not being a construct is when you have these stories about kids who kind of train, use them to kind of further agenda. They become tools of their agenda, and they try and treat their kids like, we're gonna raise them non-binary or whatever, and they're putting their son in dresses and stuff like that on purpose, not by the kid's choice, and And then they freak out because the boy goes, when you leave the boy alone to do what he wants, he goes for the trucks and the toy soldiers instead of the fucking, princess stuff. And they flip out because they're like, I thought he was, a little princess. No, the gender is real. Like, just a construct. Boys go for boy things and girls go for things. That's the norm.
Right. I mean, you can still be real Larry.
There's exceptions to every, but it's not all boys are boys and all girls are girls.
They got pink shotguns.
Yeah.
They still fucking girls, bro. They still girls.
Those pink I gotta tell you, pink looks really good on a shotgun, actually. I think it's pretty. I think it's really pretty. I think it's a good color.
Need to get you on.
I think it's a good color.
I'm telling you, bro. Like, we wreck shit.
I'm sure we would. Love. You know what's funny? You'll love. Okay. Back in, let's see, this is 2001. When I was on my way out, Navy, I was working at Naval Station 2nd Street in San Diego. Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, no biggie. I got out before it got heavy. And I'll be honest, I was glad. I really thought they were going to stop loss me. I thought that they were going to say, "No, you got to come with us. There's this craziness going on. You don't get." And I was like, "Oh, you're not going to go back? No,
you want to go back?
No. Would I go back now or then?
If you were asked right now, under oath, would you go back?
Whoo. Nah, I don't think so. It's been too long. I'm nowhere. I'm not 22, 23, 24, dude. I'm not fucking 150 pounds and sinew and muscle.
What if it wasn't overseas?
Doing what? Being a hospital corpsman again?
What if something happened?
Oh yeah, like if we had a civil war here, or if somebody came to our shores.
Anything.
Yeah, of course. If the country's under attack, then that's everybody's job, regardless of whether I go back into the Navy or not. Like, it's all of us should be expected to fight for our home, right?
Right. Exactly. And so, while we're on the topic, the whole Kaepernick thing, like, my girlfriend has.
Wait. How do I didn't even ask? Your girlfriend has a problem with him?
No, she's opposite.
Oh, okay.
She is in favor. Yeah,
that's interesting. What's that like? She's pretty heavily liberal.
The porch right now, Discord radio. That's what it's like. I'm sitting on the porch because I can't do this inside.
Wow.
Why can't you do this inside?
That's what
because
it's like.
Because she holds such different beliefs. It'd probably cause a little bit of a fight or something, a little bit of tension.
Straight edge, like, she doesn't drink or smoke or do anything. Yeah.
Does she have a problem with you? Does she have a problem with you doing all that stuff?
By the grace of God, she handles me.
How the fuck do you make that work? How did that even start? How did you meet this woman and get her to go, you know what? This non-liberal, drinking, smoking, opinionated dude. Yeah, this is what I want. How'd you make that happen?
That's probably a story for another show.
All right.
Yeah. No, she's great.
As you wish.
She really does put up with a lot of bullshit.
Man, that would be hard. I don't think I've ever even dated someone who had complete, at least opposite beliefs of me, as far as politically or socially or anything like that. We might disagree on a few things here and there, but that would be really hard for me.
I was kind of seeing this girl around the time that it was right around the time that Trump got elected. It was just after.
Yeah.
And so we would get, and I don't like to talk about stupid shit. You know, I'm not going to sit there and talk about the weather and cheese for very long. I want to talk about politics. I want to talk about current events. I want to talk about, religion and all kinds of things. And she, when I would talk about religion, she would get upset because she was raised Catholic, and I would ask questions that she felt were invasive. And I'm like, I'm just asking. I don't know. You know, I mean, I wasn't raised Catholic, but I know about the Catholic Church, and there were things that she knew because she was raised in it that I didn't. And sometimes I would kind of question it, and she'd get upset about that. But then the Trump thing, man, she fucking couldn't stand him. And I didn't vote for him. But at the same time, I was like, I found myself defending him, going, what do you hate about the man so bad? He's stupid. How stupid can he be? He just took office. He just fucking, how can you call him dumb? The man has spent his life fucking, he went bankrupt twice. And you know what I mean? Like, how dumb can he really be? Yeah, and hate that. She would fucking hate that. It didn't work out. So I don't know how you're making.
Here's a really crazy truth bomb. I have never voted.
Really? Some people would say that you don't have a right to fucking speak on politics if you're not going to vote.
I'm not here for politics.
That's fair.
It's not my job. As an artist,
so are you not? I mean, you're into politics, though, aren't you? Like, that's something that you're into.
I totally am. And here's my logic is, I mean, I'm pretty independent, and I didn't even know what the Libertarian Party was until one of my Hargrave buddies told me. You know, it's like I was telling him it's been Democrat. You know, my dad was a state employee, my mom, state employee. All I ever heard was Democrat, Democrat, Democrat. You know, side, we're the good side, always fighting for the lesser man and all this bullshit. And I went to Harvard.
Hang on. Why don't you vote?
I'm getting to that.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's relevant. But yeah, it's like, I come from this long line of them, and once I got to Hargrave and I started learning critical thinking and all this other stuff, you start.
Hargrave's the private military school you went to, right?
Yeah, it's like one of the top in the nation, or it used to be back before liberals took over. And
when did you get sent to Hargrave? How old were you?
Well, see, I didn't get sent. I chose to go.
Oh.
No, I'm a bag full of surprises. I know. Don't stop me now. But yeah. Reasoning for not voting is because I'm an artist. For me to do my job the way that I do it, which I mean, a lot of stuff. But as an artist, like as a person, I'm obligated to act like this because this is my process, and it's what helps me. Like, I can't vote.
I'm not following you, brother. So you're saying because you're an artist, you don't vote?
No, I don't, because I'm supposed to live in the gray. And what that means is I'll watch a lot.
You can be an artist and still choose a side.
Oh, I do still choose a side. I have opinions.
But why? But you don't take any active participation then? Is what you're saying?
No. Aside from my shit posting and my participation in the groups and me professing my opinions, no.
What do you? I'm not sure I understand. So, do you feel that if you were to vote, that it would somehow compromise your integrity as an artist?
No, it might compromise what I'm about to see's integrity. I'm a watcher.
Okay.
You know, kind of like how Baby Jesus and all them, they don't interfere, they just watch. Yeah, it's
I guess.
it's my opinion and whatever. Like, I can have an opinion, but it is if I get involved and I somehow sway it, and then I somehow sway the events, how can I accurately remember history? And it's really complicated, man.
I get what you're saying. It's kind of like journalists.
I don't want to interfere because I want to see what people do naturally.
It's like a journalist.
That's really the only thing to study. As an artist, you know, a lot like an art degree down or whatever, and they say it's not proper education or whatever. When you're an artist, you have to study like everything. Just if I have a client come to me and they say, "Oh, I want a picture of a marsupial Cornwallis doctor booger or something," I have to know what the fuck that is. Yeah. Well, I'd like to break it down simpler. Like if somebody asks me for a picture of a monkey, I have to know that they want a monkey and not an orangutan, or an orangutan and not an ape.
Right.
And if I'm an artist, I should be able to draw all of those on paper right now, and be able to know the anatomical differences for me to be a good artist.
Mm-hmm.
If you work at an orangutan and you draw an ape, you're getting fired.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like
I'm not sure what that has to do with voting.
The only thing, well, this is what I'm getting at. Like artists, the only thing that we really, 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 really study, and we study and study and study and study and study, and you're never done,
is anatomy. Right.
Oh, you can learn the body in like 2 weeks. The human element and what pushes them and what drives them, you're never done. Because like times change and people change with time, and if you want to study all of that, and you start getting in there and you start throwing votes everywhere, you're not studying them anymore. You're studying yourself.
See, I think I understand better now. So you're talking about you want to stay far enough out so that you know if you get too close, you can't see the forest through the trees. Okay.
If I become like, if I have a subject to learn, I start mixing myself with the subject, then I'm not learning the subject no more. I know
Aren't you though? I don't know that I'm not sure I agree with that perspective.
You couldn't. You're a singer.
What? Okay, explain that to me.
And you're not crazy.
All right. Help me understand what you mean by that.
I don't know. It's like as an artist, man, you don't ever stop watching people.
No, I agree with that. I mean, you're an artist of a different facet.
I mean, like they're like painting shit and stuff. They say that they don't never study people. I don't understand that.
I'm page with you there. But how do you not?
Let me ask you one question. What do you think Banksy studies the most?
Say that again. What do I think? What?
What do you think Banksy, the artist Banksy, studies the most?
Oh, human interaction, human behavior.
Do you think Banksy votes?
Probably not. But I don't know that it's the same reason that you're giving. I think he doesn't. If I would have, his reasoning would probably be because there's a point There's like it's
not a point. You know why there's not a point? Because it's all just voting's point. Your voice isn't. Voting is. A piece of Banksy's work, dude. A piece of Banksy's work gets more than fucking 10 million votes. Because he said something and people see it and it causes an interaction. When you vote at the ballot, the only people that see it are the people that's counting it and you.
But can't you do both? Why can't you do both? I mean, his art is meant to influence people to think or see things a certain way, right? So if your intent is to affect or influence people to, from your perspective, or to at least see things from a different perspective then are you not influencing other people to vote a certain way?
Is that not more effective than voting?
Why not do both?
Why would I waste my time on casting one vote?
You're trying to get others to vote. You're trying to influence others to affect change a certain way.
I'm just to get you to understand. I'm just saying I don't do that, but
okay, all right.
I stepped away from.
Yeah, you should.
I stepped away from. I was in Hargrave and I drew this picture of like the Holocaust and this guy was getting his flames like displayed. And my teacher.
What'd you do?
Yeah, like a concentration camp, and this Jewish guy was getting his brains blew out, and like a really fucking hard time with. I think I realized, and this is probably where my logic came from, was when I was in Hargrave and this happened, and the picture I did caused such a turmoil.
I can't hear you, brother.
It was the same picture of an image that I had seen, and all I did was mirror it. And it caused so much controversy in my school that, like, I don't know, it just turned me off from. I seen then that, like, the things that you could do had more sway over people than. It's really. I'm not sure that I can even explain it to you. But I mean,
no, it's not that I understand your point.
One vote when you can sway 10,000.
Well, yeah, but yours would be that if you add yours to it, that's 10. It's just. I don't understand. I don't understand the lack of follow through. Like, you influence these people to vote a certain way. Why not add your vote to that?
If I'm working on my work, it takes me all this time to do it. Why would I take my time to go sign a piece of paper just for one vote?
Because
when I'm leaving my
work, it doesn't take that long. Like, how long does it take for you to drive down to the voting office and cast your ballot? Like, really?
It's principle.
How is it? All right. I don't get the stand people to vote a certain way. What's the?
I'm just telling you, I don't vote because I don't see it necessary from where I'm at because I spend other stuff. Like,
okay,
I understand the rock the vote and all that bullshit, and if you don't say nothing,
I think this last election showed more than anything, because I'll tell you what, before Trump got elected, my thought was very in line with the whole idea of your vote doesn't count. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't really change anything. We don't have any actual power. It's all for show. It's to make us think that we're free when we're. And that was my position. That was my opinion. That was my perspective. But then Trump got elected, and that changed. No way. If the game was rigged, he would not have been fucking elected. He wouldn't have had.
Me and you agree. And how many Democratic votes were that they found off this last election? How many of them were fraudulent?
Oh man, I feel like that keeps changing. But I swear to God, I think it's at one point it was like 1 million, maybe more.
How many emails?
I don't know if that's legitimate.
How many emails did Hillary get?
Can we get somebody to, if any of you co-hosts are listening and are able to, and you look up how many of the votes from proven to be fraudulent, if any? Do we have a count on that?
I'll look that up.
Okay, awesome. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, brother. You were gonna, Casey?
Yeah.
you were in the middle of saying something. Ask for somebody to check that.
Sorry, I forgot about this comments thing.
Oh,
I have to read it. See how many.
Okay.
People think of. But yeah, how many emails did Hillary get away with?
Oh God, wasn't that like 30,000?
Yeah,
30,000 emails.
So what's my one vote matter?
Well, again, I would, prior to this last election, I would have agreed with you, but now I would say your vote matters. Your vote, if your vote didn't matter, we learned from Trump getting elected that we still affect change if we want them to, and if we really rally.
And I was a part of that. You know, as the BCLR, I got on there and I defended Trump every which way but up, and he got elected. So, I mean, what's it matter if
what do you think about him now that he's been in for a couple of years now?
I think the same thing that I thought about him before. I think he's Donald Trump. He's abrasive, and I like it. But
so you support, but before he became president,
I never did like him until he ran for president.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of his show. What's that You're Fired show? The
fucking show,
The Apprentice.
I didn't even know. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did know about that. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. I've never even seen that fucking show. I don't care about it. But when he ran for office, that kind of spoke to me. You know, it's like, and a lot of people don't understand that, but it's like, you know, like I said, if you spend a lot of time being a watcher, you know, you pick up on shit. And there's one thing that you can say.
So what'd you pick up on?
He does care about America.
Every time he opens, that's an act?
Every time he fucking opens his mouth, shit falls out. I think he wants to do the best job in the world, and you do is because a man with an ego as big as Donald Trump isn't going to let you beat him. There ain't enough money there ain't enough money in all of our groups combined to fucking make a bet like that. I mean, that you're going to put Trump out of something that he says he's going to do.
That's true.
I've had money. You won't do this. If I got the means to do something and I say I'm going to do it, I don't care what I got to do to get it done. Like,
you're going to do it.
And I'll probably fucking look shitty doing it. And it might kill me, but fuck, if fuck all, I'm going to do it. You know? I mean, you can't, something about Trump's ego, man. You can't take somebody like that and expect to beat him. Going to do it, but it's not because he wasn't doing a good job.
I see what you're saying.
He's not that fucking stupid. I mean,
he's not stupid at all. I think that's the biggest mistake that the left makes.
God, I got this fucking dog over here. I'm gonna put it in the fucking microwave. I won't eat this.
What kind of dog?
It's a Shih Tzu.
Aw.
Oh. Those
I like
things
Shih
are.
Tzus.
Those aren't kid friendly, right?
They can be.
Actually,
Can
this
they
one,
be?
Oh yeah.
Elijah's 5 and he's got autism, and she's good with him.
Yeah, they can be very sweet dogs.
They're fluffy, right?
Yeah.
They need a lot of grooming
They got
usually.
long
Yeah.
hair.
Long hair.
She likes to go
Little
around
puff
and
balls.
A Pomeranian. They're
Oh,
puff
maybe I am.
balls. Mm-hmm.
yeah, they're fluffy. Like little Japanese dogs that they used to breed to like go fight badgers and shit.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's funny because like if you ever look at like a Chinese dog or a Japanese dog in artwork, like traditional artwork, they're all Shih Tzus. See, that's how taxing it is to be an artist. You recognize shit like that, like
yeah. It sounds very taxing to be able to recognize Shih Tzus in traditional Japanese art. That sounds exhausting.
That's like all the missing meals and all the lost sleep and
for having to right from all the time spent looking at Japanese art for Shih Tzus. That's a lot of hard work.
No, but see, that's what I'm fucking saying. That's a lot of fucking studying just to know that fucking Shih Tzus look like all the fucking Chinese dogs and Japanese dogs. Artist fucking study, bro. I'm telling you, like, this shit keeps me up at night. It's never over.
You know what keeps me up at night?
It's stupid shit like that. It's like stupid shit like Shih Tzus look like dogs. Chinese droop. That's it. Hours later, no dinner. Yeah, that's where it led me. Oh. So, geez.
You know what trips me out is who built Puma Punku.
Can you hear me?
I'm thinking Josh may have gotten kicked because he went quiet.
Yeah, Puma Punku. See, if I wasn't an artist and an educated man that didn't just graduate high school in 2013, I wouldn't even know where Puma Punku was, would
I? I don't know where it is. And I've been to a lot of school.
Down there in Chile.
Ah. Yeah, I know nothing about it.
Titicaca from my bunghole. Yeah. You know, they don't need my head shit. Yeah, it's right near there. There's these things there called H blocks. And they're so precise. And it's not just one of them. It's like just one or like these things are so close that like they've had engineers go out there and look at them, and it's ridiculous. Like they have recess cuts in them, and there's just no way you can do that.
Wow.
What are you talking about?
What you asked about?
Like,
oh yeah. Do you know that city is older than any known city? Like it's by tens of thousands of years, and we don't know if I remember correctly. Go ahead.
If I was an artist that didn't stay up all night studying shit that never gonna fucking help me out, I wouldn't have known that.
Right, and the trippy thing is like there's the oldest city known to man is which is or wait.
Right.
What's that?
Yeah.
Not Jordan as in Israel. I think I have the name wrong.
Yeah.
It's South Africa. It's Southeast Africa. There was a city.
Mesopotamia.
Yeah. No. But that's not the city. Mesopotamia is Middle Eastern.
Right, and it's supposed to be the.
That's like Babylon.
Are you thinking of Jericho?
Jericho, thank you. I knew it was a J.
Tsar Bomba was the one who got it right.
Yeah, Jericho. From what I understand, that's the oldest known, civilization, city of man. If I remember correctly, Pumapunku is older than that by like tens of thousands of years, and it was deserted.
30,000 years older than anything they've ever dated before.
Yeah. And not only that, but it was, I think, evidence of it being deserted dates back to like 30,000 years before any known, like before Jericho was even a city. So it's like these people came and went before mankind really got started, which trips you out that like that's a trip, man. So there was a human civilization that showed up, we don't know when, but tens of thousands of years before, while the rest of us were all picking bugs out of each other's hair, caves and shit, and these people built a city that we can't build today with the technological advancements we have. The cuts in the stone, like the stones are too big, and the cuts that they made in the stones are so precise that we don't have we couldn't even make precision cuts the same way. We don't know how they would do it, and we can't do it with the technology that we have. And they deserted it. Like they came and went, and we were still picking bugs out of our hair, still living in caves. Like, who the fuck were these people? What did they do? What they built this city that's still. I mean, that tells you that, I don't know. There's a lot that could happen, that could have happened in our history prior.
You know what?
We have no clue about.
You know what Sukalos would say? Alien.
Oh, is that guy? That's that alien guy? Is that his name? Sukalos?
Yeah,
I love his hair, dude. That fucking hair in that picture.
The longer the seasons go, like the crazier his hair gets. It's so that's something I keep up with is Sukalos' hair. Actually, it's
is that what keeps? These are the exotic. Is Sukalos style?
He's talking about these big Philippines up there, where the blocks are so huge that they look like they were melted in place.
Where's this at?
It's up on a mountain, and it's got the jagged teeth. You know, it's kind of like a diagonal shape, and all the blocks are so huge. Hang on, let me see if I can dig it up.
I'm not sure if I know this one specifically. I might be ignorant as to what you're talking about.
No, you've seen it.
How about the Nazca lines? Those are a trip.
I think that Indians on peyote out in the fucking desert, and they didn't.
But why'd they draw them on so goddamn big so you can't see what the fuck they drew? You know what I mean? Like you can't be standing on the ground looking at you what they drew. Like, sure, maybe I don't know. I've never done peyote. I want to, but I get real sick off it. Yeah, it's not fun.
That's like the first 15 minutes. I mean, yeah, it's cool.
But I mean, why would you draw something so goddamn big that you can't see it except from the sky? You know what I mean? I mean, I guess you could do that just for fun.
Make an impression.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
No, I really do think it was just a bunch of eating peyote.
Just goofing off. That's probably true.
But what about all the ley lines and stuff, and like how everything that's super duper school ends up being on a geometrical.
Oh yeah, you know what trips me out is if I remember correctly, the Egyptian pyramids where they're geographically placed, the Aztec pyramids where they're geographically placed, and then I think, what are the other ones?
Everything's connected. Stonehenge, all of it's connected.
No, but there's another set of pyramids. I want to say Angkor Wat, and I think if you take like a ruler and you can just connect them all one straight line. God, I could have about Angkor Wat. I don't know if that's right, but I swear to God, I think at least with the Egyptians and with the Aztecs, a ruler and just draw a straight line. But I think there's a third set too that bisects that.
Have you ever seen the Bolivian pyramids that they found?
Bolivian?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I did.
What about the ones in Antarctica?
Now you're just telling tall tales out of school. There's no what pyramids are in Antarctica?
Hang on, let me show you these pyramids real quick. Hold on, I'm trying to find these.
Because that's some fucking H.P. Lovecraft shit right there.
Yeah, they've seen pyramids.
Now which one has the letter? Is that the Arctic or is that Antarctica?
That's Antarctica.
Which is the southern.
The Arctic, it's just ice, and Antarctica actually has stuff in there.
A landmass under it, right?
You don't have to be an artist to know this stuff. Either.
We have maps of the landmass underneath that ice that date back to like pre-Roman era.
Mm-hmm. There's they've had
which begs the question: who the fuck drew those maps to begin with? Because the maps we have are of copies, if I remember correctly.
I mean, you can chalk it up to like these pyramids being natural. But hang on a minute. Load it. There it goes. These are ones that's in Antarctica, and I want you to give an opinion when you first look at it.
I'm back.
Oh, that's not it. What the? Oh, there it is. Yeah.
You know, while we're waiting on that stuff, he
put the picture up.
Oh, he did?
Yep.
All right, let me take a look. Hang on.
I'm really not that inebriated. Like it's kind of disheartening. Like how little of booze and weed I had for this. I was really.
That's a natural geographic shape, right? That's not man. You're showing.
Okay, well, that's just one of them. But hold on, I'm trying to find this pyramids, and I think it's Bolivia.
Cambodia's Angkor Wat, right? That's where Angkor Wat is. I swear to God, I saw something.
Oh, I have to H plus now. I'm gonna send these to I hate this shit. Like something's happened to my phone. Fucking memes, like. I haven't like purged my shit since like the BCL.
Did you say memes?
Mm-hmm.
As in,
you know that's short for memoirs, right?
Oh, I thought you were just saying me.
No,
dude, I'm adopting that. I've never heard anybody call memoirs memes.
Well, you know, I mean, I'm an artist that stays up all night and tries to learn shit to help people out, so it's cool. Don't worry about it.
I'm doing that though from now on. I'm calling memes mims.
They're memes. They're memoirs. They're short for short memoirs. Is what it is.
I've never heard anybody do that. That must be, maybe that's you and your San Francisco fancy pants artist crowd.
Where are these?
Has alcoholism ever led to gay sex orgies for you?
No.
Because Joel swears up and down suffers from alcoholism. That's what it leads to. He says that's what happened to him.
Pretty sure I never said that.
You really don't remember that?
You know what? He must have been drunk when he told me that. No, he doesn't remember that either.
Anyway,
you've never had like a experience just accidentally, like, oops, I got too drunk and sucked a dick?
No, that never happened to me. I sold ecstasy, brother. I had like 10 females at any given time.
Yeah, but I mean, so you had an endless supply of females. Didn't that get boring? Didn't you just crave some balls at some point just for something different?
Oh my God.
I got my own, or I did at that point.
Yeah, but you can't put your own balls in. You
that
can't put your balls in your own mouth.
That can't.
You can't. You can't. That's not a human thing. That's not. Nobody can bend over and put their.
I'm gonna charge you extra for this one, bro.
You know what? I'll pay. I'll pay to see that. I've never seen that, so I'd pay. I would pay to see it.
This pyramid, you can't afford me. This pyramid is in Bosnia. And
Bosnia?
There's a set of like 10 of them around this, and it's Bosnia, and it's like twice the size as the Great.
You put a picture up already?
Yes.
Let me take a look.
Maybe I will get a present for balls.
I don't know what this has to do with gay orgies, but all right. Oh, wow. Check that out. Now, hang on a second.
That's
this
just
picture
one
of this Bosnian pyramid. It's covered in. I mean, is that a man-made structure underneath?
They've dug down and found the stone structure and stuff underneath them.
Oh wow! So that's actually a man-made structure that nature grew over.
I got another one coming.
I'm assuming that's some sort of burial mound.
Oh, where's this picture? I just downloaded it. Fuck.
God, there's way more than really. How did so many civilizations that?
Are you wanting to go down this rabbit hole? Is what I'm trying to ask you.
Who doesn't, and why not? Here, let me take a look.
In Europe.
Oh, look at that. Where in Europe?
You're right, Ray. It is much easier than making fucking big domes.
Oh, that's the Bosnian one.
From an engineering standpoint, pyramids are the easiest fucking thing that you can build.
What's that? From an engineering standpoint, pyramids are what?
Standpoint, yeah. Pyramids are the easiest structure that you can build with a sound foundation.
Right, so I've heard that before, so there's not really any conspiracy.
It's a pile of fucking dirt. I mean, you can pretty much fucking, I mean, you can do that with a shovel in your backyard.
I mean, yeah, I guess if you wanna take if you just everything, I guess you could go with that.
Well, no, here's some joy for you. Here's some more late at night. We can have.
Are we gay orgy stuff?
Not quite, but you know, a pyramid The circumference of a pyramid is exactly the same as the circumference of the Earth, and supposedly they made this thing with a fucking stick measuring device.
The circumference of any pyramid, or just the Egyptian pyramids? Because I think I've heard that about the Egyptian.
The Great Pyramid, if you were to take it and put it into a model that's scaled down to the same size as the pyramid, in exactly 1 year of the Earth.
I don't think I understand what you're saying. Say that one more time.
You take the Earth, right?
Take the Earth.
Take the sphere.
Okay.
Right. Put the pyramid, match it. The top will hit for the dome, and all the corners will hit the circumference.
Oh, okay.
And if you measure out the base of the pyramid, it comes out to be exactly 1 nautical mile, Mr. Navy.
And doesn't it match? What is
it?
Matches. The belt of Orion?
It matches. It matches.
All right. No. The placement of the pyramids, doesn't it match the stars in Orion's belt?
Did you not see that in the view of the ones in Antarctica? If you take a closer look,
I did not.
You guys are so. I need more alcohol.
I think it was actually based on sun position, not the stars, Auger.
It was.
Okay, I could be wrong. I swear I remember hearing somebody say that their positioning, like, the position of all the pyramids, the Egyptian ones, I mean, were in conjunction with.
They were sun worshippers.
Right.
Did you know? But there was a lot.
Anybody else? Like guy communities? There's like 78 religions that share the same this resurrection story. There's like 78 religions that share the resurrection. And I wasn't really trying to like bust any bubbles on religion or anything either, but if you go back to sun worshiping and the whole resurrection story, if you look up in the sky on December 25th, you can see the whole story in the sky.
You can see what whole story?
None of you guys ever watched Zeitgeist?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's been years, but what is it you're saying? Are you talking about the connection between the story of the Christian resurrection and the story of Osiris? The Osiris in Egypt, and then the Babylonian or Mesopotamian version as well, and they all have the resurrection story, and it's all from the same date, you know.
Right. But if you look up in the sky on December 20, the 3 kings and the sign of the cross and the star that the 3 kings were following, and it all points to where the sun sets on the last day. Before
you're talking about the North Star.
Before it starts coming back up again.
Right.
Basically, the resurrection story in the stars.
Is that winter solstice?
Yes.
Now, even and Sativa, I agree with you. Yes, Egyptians were sun worshippers, Ra being, their sun god. Regardless of that, their astrological connection to the design of the pyramids, outside of just what I'm talking about with the placement being similar to Orion's belt, there's a lot of other.
No, they are on Orion's belt. You can they are like directly as far apart as the stars. Yeah, like it is a direct correlation to Orion's belt.
And I think there's
yeah.
There's more than that too. I know there's other astrological aspects to the pyramids, but it's been so long I can't remember what.
From Antarctica again. Did you look back at that one?
I didn't. I'll take a look again. Not an actual man-made structure, though, right? That's just ethical structure, isn't it? Am I wrong?
How many people you know trucking around Antarctica, bro? I don't know.
My point being,
I don't know if that shit was made.
Let me take a look.
Didn't nobody laugh at that?
See that? That doesn't look like a man. I mean, I don't know for sure. But that doesn't look like a man-made structure to me.
Look at
that just looks like a.
Right. Okay. So look at the correlation that Ray just posted with Orion's belt set up.
Hang on, I'm taking a look. I see what you're trying to say. I mean, there's certainly
pretty
some there.
Well, check this out.
That could be coincidental, though. I mean, I'm not saying that it is. I'm just saying if those are geographical structures, if they're not man-made structures, then that's all coincidence.
Right. Okay.
You can't move mountains to be in the same placement as Orion's belt.
After
how many that I'm aware of.
Say 30,000 years before recorded time or whatever. With that,
what's that?
Like 30,000 years, right? Before people were even supposed to be people, they were found.
Pumapunku?
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Imagine that these pyramids in Antarctica, right? That were built or maybe built or, hypothetically built or hypothetically not.
Okay.
How much has the world shifted since then?
Oh, I see what you're saying. So with lines and with geographical changes and Pangea continuing to split up, that it would have changed the placement a bit. That's a valid point. I mean,
I know
that could be, but I mean, at the same, but they'd have to be so old for that to be the case, because the Egyptian pyramids, as old as they are, they're in the same place that they were fucking how many thousands of years ago was it? How many years ago was it? 8,000? 10,000? Is it no? The Egyptian pyramids?
6, I think.
Only 6,000? I thought it was like 8 or 10.
They only think that like humans for like 20,000 years. I think that is.
Well, they say that they used to believe this was built around the same time as the pyramids, but the Sphinx is older. So much older that it was underwater at some point back in the back when the Nile was when Egypt wasn't a desert and there was a lot of flora and fauna, and the Nile was a lot deeper and a lot broader. So at some point, the Sphinx, a lot of the weathering, I think from the bottom and around, I guess around the outside, is from water. So they were able to, man, like that's who built it and why. And I guess there's some stuff underneath it too. There's some directly underneath it.
What's the big one they found down in like the Mayan territory that had the? I think somebody posted a video. Was it Ray?
I'm not even sure. I'm not sure.
Posted a video. YouTube, Earth Ancient, sucking the.
You know what You know what trips me out? There's a place in is it Saudi Arabia?
Pyramids,
or is it? No, right. I'm sorry. I'm sort of getting off topic only slightly because we're talking about crazy shit.
We can get back.
No. Like I want to. deep hole in the ground of monks that carry fucking Uzis and AK-47s that claim that they have it, and they fucking like defend it. It's in this fucking hole in the ground, and you have to climb. What's that?
It's a building, and there's like nobody there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They won't let you see. Like you have to get some sort of special permission somehow. You can't just go and see it.
Right.
And they have like guns and shit, and so I mean, it could be just bullshit. They could be lying, but it seems improbable that they would go to such lengths.
Yeah.
For something that they know isn't real. Like, I don't know. I would love to know. I'd love to go in there, but then I don't want my either. So I don't know. That kind of shit. And then you have
would it matter?
You have the vaults.
Would it matter? Like if your face
if my face melted off?
Would it matter
to me? I like my face where it is.
I don't know. I mean, I think I'd be cool with that trade-off. Like,
I guess I'm not sure, but
I mean, I keep meals and sleep to see much less. You know, it's like
that's yeah. Like just to have these answers to these crazy fucking mysteries would be great.
Pursuit of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, but fuck getting your face getting melted off, though.
Yeah, I kind of, yeah.
It's got to be fun on some kind of level. I mean,
getting your face melted off? Fuck that.
I mean, I guess can you? That was only when they opened it, though, right?
What if it was like from like a World War
now, how crazy am I being? Because I'm basing this off a fucking Indiana Jones movie.
What's sad is that you said that most people only know the Ark of the Covenant from
the movie. Yeah, no, but that's true.
And I'm not really religious anymore, but it's baffling to me that people would not know what that is because I grew up Southern Baptist.
Yeah.
Life.
Oh wow.
But I switched for her.
Wow.
My girlfriend stalks in me.
Whoops, I got cut off.
Wait.
You're good.
That is rattlesnake right there on the grill.
Oh, in the picture?
Looks like fish, but it's rattlesnake.
What, you got a picture of rattlesnake grilling? Yeah. Let me take a look at this.
She shared some really great pictures.
She's posting my office.
Don't worry. If your face melts off, you can use pygmy leprechaun skills to reverse the effects. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. All right, I don't see the snake on the grill. Where's the snake on the grill? Oh. I see it now.
I brought it home. Elijah's DSS worker was in here, you know, because he's got autism and stuff, and people come to the house and stuff to check and make sure he's got good stuff and everything. And you know, he's got some people that come out for his speech and stuff like that. And I come walking in with this bag, and I told Kim I had it, and she's like, "What's this?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's that snake." And she's like, "Nuh-uh." And it's so chilling, and I whip out this snake from this bag straight into the kitchen, and I'm washing it in the sink, and this lady, I'm sure she's lesbian because, I mean, well, I'm sure she's lesbian because she's a lesbian. I'll just put it like that.
Okay.
And
I'm sure she's a lesbian
they're
because
both
she's a lesbian. That's solid logic right there. Did your artist brain tell you that? Was that artist skills that brought you to that conclusion?
Trust me, if you seen her, you'd have an artist brain too.
All right, fair enough. So you pull out your snake and you start walking.
I'm cleaning this thing out, and
Louis C.K. did something to that.
Oh my! You didn't bring this in my house, and I'm over here washing it like I ain't even skipping a beat. I mean, I got my elbows flying, and I mean the head's down through where the guts are. Washing this thing out, and I go outside and I throw it on the grill. Her daughter ate it. She wouldn't eat it, but her daughter ate it, and it's delicious, man.
I've heard snake's really good.
It tastes like chicken, I think.
Well,
I don't eat that too.
So I don't know. It's actually, I think it's better than chicken. And I know that's super cliche.
I've never had snake. I'd love to have snake. I had ostrich once, and I thought it was way not gross, but it was.
Snake's a little bit tougher and leaner, and it's a lot more work. But I mean, if you put it on the grill, dog, that shit's like fantastic. Like,
I'll have to eat snake sometime.
I mean, most people kill these things and they chop their head off and they throw them in a fucking ditch or something. And I'm like, bro, you're missing out on good meat. That's all I know.
Give me that snake. I'm gonna eat that snake.
Well, that's what I told my dude that I was working with. He's like, oh man, we get like 1 or 2 every year. He owns a piece of the river, and like every season they go down there and they cut it back and stuff because they got a bunch of people down there, and they usually find 1 or 2, and they're like, oh, we just kill them, throw them in the river, and I'm like, bro.
Bro.
Let a brother eat, man.
Have any of y'all ever eaten roadkill?
Yeah.
No.
Have you, Casey? Yeah?
Yeah. My uncle hit a doe one time, and we put that bitch in the back.
You're the one who hit it? Like, you hit it. It's not something... I guess that's technically roadkill, but...
Kill it.
It's not like it was sitting on the side of the road. You drove up beside it and went, "Oh, let me put this in the back. We got dinner."
Yeah, well, I had that happen one time.
Possum. Let me eat this 4-day-old possum. It has like naga hide on the top of it. The half looks like gelatin. Yeah, it's delicious.
Oh,
what the fuck, dude? You can't be serious. What? Hold on. What's your story there, Nicole?
Mine? Okay.
But yeah, you said you pulled up to something. That's your story. Let me.
I was actually when I was still living down in Corpus, but I was up here in the town we're living in now, Smithville, and I was hanging out with my friend Crystal and a group of her guy friends who were fucking redneck, but we were going to a party, to a bonfire, and on the way there, they're like, "Oh fuck, there's dinner," and they pulled over, and there's a dead raccoon and a dead possum on the side of the road. Luckily, they were relatively fresh, like they'd probably been hit that night, but picked those up, and they skinned them there and cooked them over the fire. A bit of the possum, but I wouldn't recommend doing it again. I'll put it that way. Yeah.
So it didn't taste good to you?
I did not. No. But what, Casey?
What is it?
Roadkill. Like you've had, aside from just hitting a deer.
No, I wasn't being serious. I can't believe you take me serious. No, I don't. No, there's so much wildlife here, dude. We don't have to like
eat raw roadkill.
Yeah, we don't have to like Bear Grylls. No.
That's too funny.
If I had a BB gun right now, dude, I could get dinner for like the whole entire week out of my backyard.
Nice.
Hey, let me ask you this: since you live in the mountains,
if you invite anybody over to your house for dinner and you're like, "Oh yeah, I just killed all this shit in my yard with a BB gun." Great.
Wait, what?
She said, I guess it's cool. And I was like, yeah, but it's not cool because you can't get nobody to come out and eat no food if you tell them you shot it all in your yard with a BB gun.
Around here, you could.
Yeah, I'm not going to turn it down just because you shot it with a BB gun. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Dinner's dinner, man. fancy pants motherfuckers who are telling you that shit. Tell them to get the fuck out of the mountains then. They don't need to be there.
We don't have people like that over here.
Oh, okay. We do over here. I'll tell you that. I'm sure of it. California. What'd you watch?
4.0.
Hey, so
Yeah.
have you ever had sightings of any weird shit? You ever see any Bigfoots, any fucking Jersey Devils, or any UFOs or any shit like that?
No, all our horror stories. Yeah, if you live here, yeah, you've seen them. But
so what are they?
It's football lightning, and it's supposedly coming up from gases in the mountain.
Are you saying football?
Yes.
Lightning. What the fuck is football lightning?
See, if you had that artist mentality and that you could stay up all night and learn shit like us too.
Is it like, can you play football with it?
I mean, you could try.
Fair enough. All right, I did you enough. Go ahead. Tell us more about this.
I don't really know, but it's like they think it's like a luminous gas. And when you look over, if you look it up on YouTube, Izzy, could you look it up on YouTube, please? And the lights on there. But it looks like little all over.
Is Kim?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Posting.
Yeah, she's in the chat and listening.
I invited her since she was going to be kicking me out of the house after all this. Anyway.
We've learned she's a very cool chick.
She is.
Yeah.
Very
yeah, we
so.
can tell.
I'd be lost without her.
Aw.
That's so sweet. And gay.
You can
really like super gay. Like wearing love. so tell us more about mountain lights. It's luminous gas.
Yeah.
Is that what you got out there?
No, it emanates like 2 or 3 feet off the ground, and it kind of floats around, and it looks like ghosts walking around with like candlesticks.
That's a trip.
It's from old Indians looking. Or they say, their master or something. But
God, I would hope not. Can you dying as fucking wandering the earth looking for your master? What a shit deal that is. Like it was a slave destined to walk for eternity looking for a dude who fucking enslaved me? Are you kidding me? I would be pissed. I'd be pissed.
In India.
What?
You can come back as a cow in India.
I feel like that would be better.
Yeah.
Only if
because they worship cows over there.
Only if it was a sea of cilantro would it be better.
A sea of cilantro?
What the fuck are you talking about? Is that some shit?
No, that's just my taste buds. Like if I was gonna be a cow and
you'd want a whole bunch of cilantro.
I'd want to be in like a field of cilantro. Yeah.
Is that a thing? Do cows like cilantro or something?
No, that was just me getting sidetracked as an artist.
That's just him in cilantro. I've never.
You are tripping me the fuck out, dude. I love you to death for that. So what else? You ain't got no UFOs out there?
No, I ain't seen no UFOs. We got a lot of stars.
Ah, what a bunch of bullshit that is.
I know. I keep looking, bro. They know better than to come out here.
Why? Because you'd shoot him with your BB, slap him on the grill.
Yeah.
Like is like the Compton. You don't get. Have you not seen Deliverance?
I have, dude.
You know
crazy
this
story. My mother sat me down to make me watch that when I was 12. Terrified the fuck out of me, and she said, "You don't go to the South. That's why you gotta watch." She goes, "That's why you got men." That's the lessons that she said at the end of that movie. She was like, "See, gotta watch out around men." I was like, "God damn."
Reminds me of that movie that we had to watch when we was in psychology class in high school. That little girl that had her mom, and she was so abusive, and she was putting like broom handles up in her and shit. And she...
Oh, Mommy Dearest, right?
Yeah.
That's a real fucking story. That's about that woman who fucking Sativa looks like.
Betty Davis.
Betty Davis.
Betty Davis.
I think so.
The other.
Kerrigan?
No.
No, it was a little before that. I know there was. I can't think of.
Damn it.
The other chick's name.
Yeah. FX even did a show about them not too long ago about their whole rivalry.
Yeah. That was a few years back.
I can't remember. My memory is shit.
Which one did the whole like I want to be alone and then disappeared? Was that Betty? That wasn't Betty.
I'm not sure if that was
fucking like some German or some German name or some shit like that.
I don't know. I always thought that movie about Helen Keller.
Yeah.
The black and white one.
Yeah.
Hands in each other's shit, and her mom, like she could listen to it and shit. And I was like, that was tough to watch.
What a trip that woman was able to turn her around from being such a wild animal of a child, you know?
She wasn't a wild animal. She was natural.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you're cut off from the world as much as she is, she can't talk, she can't hear, she can't see.
That was that. You know,
wild animal for the rest of us. Like, dude, because she was, she didn't have the access to etiquette. I mean, you which is what she was till that lady fucking came in and fixed her up.
You're wrong. You don't get feral. That's what you are. That's all she ever knew. She was always feral.
Right.
That was normal to her, and that goes along with
normal to her, not to
what is normal
the rest
for
of us.
Chaos for the fly. You know, I mean,
it's all about perspective. Yeah.
It is. I mean, that being feral for her was normal, not for anyone else. I mean, which is why she was kind of the way she was by her family. Her family didn't know how to reach her.
I could almost
done. I'd have just beat the shit out of that kid.
You probably would have.
Poor girl.
You know, what else you got? You can't yell at him. You can't talk to him.
I know.
You know, so you just got to push him around. Knock him down every once in a while.
No, we actually have an autistic child in the home, and
do you beat him a lot?
No.
Actually, you can't.
Can you let him answer that, please?
God.
It doesn't do any good to them.
Exactly.
Because they're superheroes and they don't feel it. So you can do it as much as you want then.
You're awful.
I just like beating kids. That's all I'm saying. Beat them.
Good.
They're little.
They don't learn anything from it. And
no, I'm not trying to teach them anything either. I'm just having fun. You just beat them. What kind of lesson are you trying to teach? It's just for fun.
I don't try to teach lessons.
Well, you can do that in between the beatings. All right, I'll stop. I don't beat kids. I'm just kidding. It's just fun to say.
I think it's about time for the Q&A.
I got a little carried away with the
beats. Yeah.
All right. So, Adam, do we have some questions?
Yeah. Let's get started. There's actually only one question from chat, so everyone listening, submit some more.
Okay. We're gonna start with standard questions.
Yeah, we're gonna start out with the traditional two, as we say here. So first of all, what is your favorite dinosaur?
My favorite dinosaur.
That's what he said.
Since Jurassic Park came out, it'd have to be the Velociraptor.
Yeah.
But that's
the thing.
But before dinosaurs.
But Velociraptors are really badass. I think that's why we get that a lot.
Utah Raptors.
You know which? When I was a kid, I used to love the one that had the tail. It had like a carapace on the top, and then it had this ball tail with spikes on the end.
Oh,
yeah.
What?
It kind of looked like an armadillo.
Yeah.
I can't think of the name either.
I know.
Yeah, they don't put Velociraptors in the kids' books.
Yeah.
So.
Hello?
Yeah, you're there. It got quiet.
Yeah,
it did get quiet.
He's right. Ankylosaurs.
Ankylosaurs.
Yes.
Ankylosaurs, I think they called them when we were.
Or, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if that's the proper pronunciation.
Yeah. K's right next to the A. I mean the L. So no.
No, isn't it ANKYL? Oh
no. I don't think so.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah,
I don't know.
There's a fucking Y in there, yo. There's a Y in that goddamn name.
ANKYLOSARUS.
So RUS, yeah. Ankylosaur.
Yeah. There's a Y.
It looked just like that. So that's kind of how I remember.
Yeah.
Looks like it would make a good pet.
What about?
You could train it to hit with that ball tail of his. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Ask the next question.
All right. So the second one is this is probably not going to be that hard for you. Say the South will rise again in a Southern accent, which is a little redundant.
Actually, that's going to be extremely hard for me to do right now.
Why is it going to be?
You don't even have to change your voice.
Because to do this properly,
I'm
going to have to get loud.
You can do a milder version for us.
Yeah, do like a little one. Do a whispery one.
The South will rise again.
Nice. That's
pretty good.
All right. And last, Allison wants to know how tall you are, because she sees you as she thinks you're less than 6 feet tall. Is that correct or no?
How they can stack shit these days? Is that what?
No, I think she just wants to know. She's sizing you up for her next husband, is all.
I am 5'11".
Oh, she was right.
5'11".
Oh, hey. Barely under.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, the reason she was asking is to gauge how drunk you were, based on because she knew how much you had drank tonight, but given how big
How
you
does
are,
she know how
that
much
kind
I
of...
had to drink tonight?
You told us. You told us earlier what you drank, like at the very beginning.
When did I tell you?
Very
You
beginning
said
of the show.
you said you'd been drinking.
Yeah, you said you 40 ounce, I think, of malt liquor, and then some beers, and a little bit of weed, right?
I had 40, old school, and I liked the taste.
Yeah.
And then I had this other Cowboy, which is another beer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they make those aren't 24 ounces anymore; those are 25.
Yeah.
Oh, they put an extra ounce in there, huh?
Yeah. What? That's 65 ounces, right? So for Allison to have to drink, you have to know what kind of beer they are and how much alcohol content they have in them. Yeah. This is the sort of shit that keeps artists up at night. Okay, this is what I'm. Schlitz Malt Lakey King Cobra is 6%. And my Tallboy.
Okay.
Probably her little chart a little.
Do we have other questions, Adam?
No. Just
that was it from chat.
Oh,
I was not very active tonight when it comes to the questions. It was pretty active in general.
Active chat, but not a lot of questions.
Not a lot
but
of
I have a question. Casey, when did you start really getting into art? Like, have you really been into it since you were a child?
Yeah, I was like straight Tiger Woods.
Oh yeah, so you're like a child prodigy with art.
Like ever since I was like a babe.
Yeah.
I just thought you meant you were half black. I didn't realize. I was like, you don't look the part. I was impressed. I was like, wow, you passed the white, dude.
No, I'm like, God, what's his name on Eastbound and Down?
Oh,
which one?
I don't know.
Andy McBride. What's his name on Eastbound and Down?
Oh shit, I can't remember his name, and I watched that whole series.
I had the GIF of this on my phone before I deleted everything by accident. One where he's got the cornrows in his hair and he says, "I transcend race, hombre."
Yes. I love that show.
You gotta live in the crazy. Well, you see, that's what I'm saying. Like being an artist, man. I don't know. I distance myself from everything just to get a better vantage point. You know, it's like,
you know what? I think that's how some people approach raising kids and being a husband or a wife too. You know, you just keep your distance and watch, and don't take an active participant role, so that you know.
Is not the best at advice. For raising children, do not listen to this man.
That's not. Is that not a good way to? That's not a good idea.
Well, you can't beat him if all you're doing.
Don't take the artist's approach to raising kids and family.
In a sense, you can't beat him if all you're doing is looking at him.
Well, pictures of them getting beat. As long as you keep a distance, you know what? And on that notion, we're gonna call it for the show because it's that time. Yeah. We're gonna keep. You know what? We're gonna close the show and we're gonna have a half an hour afterwards. Casey, if you want, you're welcome to join us for the next half hour after.
I would. I gotta go to work. I'm still blue collar because I don't make any money as an artist.
All right, man. No problem, brother. I just want to say thank you so much for joining us tonight. thank you for making this so much fun. This was a lot. I wasn't sure how this was going to go to start out with, but it went really well. It went a lot better than I expected, and that's really appreciate it.
Thank you, Casey.
No, I love
thank you too.
I love you guys.
Love you too, man.
It's always good fun, man. I miss you. Please stay out of Facebook jail for more than 5 minutes.
Right,
dude. I've been doing so much better. There was just some brief drama, and that seems to be done.
Right.
I'm not doing things that are keeping me zucked. It's old stuff.
Yeah, really old.
I had one where they had like 6 things on me. My shit. I just got off of that.
Yeah.
Fuck. And this shit is like so stupid looking. I'm like, are you guys serious? And then I had to go and send them this big old message in the mail. Because I'm going to. Because I don't care.
Right.
And girlfriend Kim, like, well, you got this sock account. Why don't you just do all your shit posting from it? And I'm like, yeah, but I'm an artist and I don't hold my tongue. So fuck that. Mic drop. And then it's like, watch me blow this shit up. And then all of a sudden I get zooked. And then it's like, oh, well, back to my sock account. And then I tiptoe around on eggshells on it. And I don't post nothing.
Yeah, I'll be back in about 6 days.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to get off here. I got to go to work. It's been.
And you have yourself a good night then.
Yeah, you guys.
All right.
Make sure y'all keep y'all's kids locked up because Auger is asshole.
Good advice.
He's looking for something to beat. I love y'all.
That's for real. That's some good solid advice. I don't have kids of my own, so I'll just beat the closest things to me. Like if I see kids, I'll just beat them.
Nobody knows about how long somebody be talking on them.
Like I stopped by. I just pulled right into the parking lot, got out, just started kicking, punching. Like,
he got kicked.
And stuff. Anyway, I'm getting off of here. You guys are awesome, and thanks for having me. And I hope I didn't muck it up too bad.
No,
man, this was awesome. Thank you, Casey.
Don't kick me out of the group, or I'll come back and talk to all y'all. Fuck y'all.
We never would, man.
Love y'all.
Love y'all. Bye.
All right. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I think Casey.
Did he say good?
He said good night. Yep.
Okay, good. All right. Well, to my co-hosts, thank you so much. And of course to my audience as well. To everybody listening, thank you for tuning in tonight. And if you end up listening to this afterwards, thank you for listening. Have a good night and good home and go home. I can't speak anymore. I can't fucking talk right now.
Great ending.